Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw, as this is the final stop to SummerSlam for the Red Brand. As of course we got a lot of things going on tonight. As of course Roman Reigns, John Cena, Sami Zayn, and plus a lot of guys are going to be in the building. As we are 5 days away from the biggest party of the summer in SummerSlam, as tonight's Monday Night Raw comes to you live in Washington DC at the Capital One Arena. Let's start the show with some one-on-one action. As we begin Monday Night Raw here tonight with one-on-one action between Sheamus and Andrade. And of course Sheamus is in action here tonight, and he's going up against Andrade. 5 days before Sheamus challenges Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. And of course Andrade had a shot against Braun Breaker a couple of months ago, but it was unsuccessful. Of course, things are going on here on Raw tonight. As of course Roman Reigns votes to address R-Truth 5 days before their SummerSlam match. Gullion makes a Raw in-ring debut against Women's Intercontinental Champion Kiana James. Bronson Reed goes one-on-one with Damian Priest. Solo Worker will take on Roxanne Perez in a #1 contenders match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And of course the big one, this entire show is now being built, is of course going to be built around the big thing, and that is the final face-to-face between John Cena and Sami Zayn. And of course, what will they see? What will they say 5 days before SummerSlam? Match begins. Sheamus, Andrade. Sheamus dodges. And Sheamus. As Andrade so far French getting the upper hand on Sheamus here. More chain wrestling between these two. Andrade, sit out, powerbomb connects. And of course Andrade's looking. This could be over already. This could be over already. What? How is he surviving? A clothesline there by Andrade. And Sheamus and Andrade's going on at ringside. Sheamus, what does he have in mind to do with Andrade? I mean, the plans were cancelled as Andrade got out of the hold. So we're getting to now a 7 count. Sheamus gets Andrade back to the ring. What is Sheamus thinking about doing? As we go for the pin, check out the Andrade. As we're getting to a 3 count. That's what is Andrade figured about. As we're now getting to a 4 count. Andrade is just watching on while Sheamus is pretty much beaten down at ringside. Can Sheamus make it back to the ring on time? And Andrade is showing off to the WWE University of Washington DC as Sheamus is back in the ring. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for Andrade. This could be it. Sheamus going for another pin. Kick out. Uh-oh! Hammerlock DDT time! Hammerlock DDT! Here we go for the pin. Kick out. And Andrade going for the pin. Another kick out there by Sheamus. of us for there. And Andrade gets the win to begin Monday Night Raw here tonight. And of course, could we be looking at Andrade Braun Breaker Part 2 after this Saturday? I don't know. Has very good match to begin Monday Night Raw tonight. As Andrade against the best out of Sheamus. We all thought Sheamus was going to win considering he's got the championship match in 5 days. But that was a very good match nonetheless as Andrade gets the best out of Sheamus to begin Monday Night Raw here tonight in Washington, D.C. That's a very good match to begin Raw. As you can see, the World Heavyweight Champion Sami Zayn is in the building as he will meet his SummerSlam opponent in John Cena in a face-to-face for the final time here on Raw tonight. As what will Sami Zayn to his SummerSlam opponent John Cena in their final face-to-face before their championship match this Saturday? We're going to find out later on here on Raw tonight. As we have transferred to the arena here tonight in Washington, D.C. And of course, we're going to find out what is Roman Reigns going to say about his upcoming SummerSlam match against R-Truth. Roman Reigns is making a premise that come SummerSlam, that come this Saturday, he's looking to get his best to get his comeback on R-Truth. Of course, R-Truth may have had the first shot 2 weeks ago. But the OTC is looking to give R-Truth his punishment at SummerSlam. And of course, I see many people saying that this is a massive step down for Roman Reigns this year, considering he was in one of the main events last year when he was set to fight a mystery opponent. And his mystery opponent was none other than CM Punk. And now this year, he's going to be on the undercard fighting R-Truth. Because R-Truth did not let Roman address what was next for him following his Saturday Night main event loss to Sami Zayn. And of course, SummerSlam one down right now. And of course, as of tonight here on Raw is Roman Reigns versus R-Truth, Jacob Fatu versus Obafema for the United States Championship, Akira Tozawa versus Javon Evans for the Cruiserweight Championship, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in a loser gets traded to Raw match, Stephanie McMahon versus Gulia for the Women's World Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. We're going to have a Women's Intercontinental Championship match with Kiana James, and whoever wins tonight's #1 contenders match between Solo Sikoa and Roxanne Perez. Logan Paul will go one-on-one with Jey Uso. Alba Fire defends her Women's United States Championship against Nikki Cross. Liv Morgan defends her WWE Women's Championship against Jade Cargill. Braun Breaker defends his Intercontinental Championship against Sheamus. We're going to have a tag team title match between the Street Profits and the New Day. And then the main event, Sami Zayn defends his World WWE Championship against John Cena. And of course, we're going to have a lot going down this Saturday in Cleveland, Ohio at SummerSlam. So without further delay, let's see what Roman has to say about R-Truth. One Killings, you may have had the best out of me 2 weeks ago, but I'm not going to let that all fly under your radar, because this Saturday at SummerSlam, I will destroy you and send you back to catering. After I'm done with you, I don't care who's the World Heavyweight Champion after SummerSlam, but I can make this promise that I will finally win the World Heavyweight Championship. But of course, before I get there, I've got to get through the man that is now becoming a thorn in my side, and Ron Killings. Yo, you may be the most beloved comedy guy in WWE within the last couple of years. And then you turned into a different Ron Killings, who is attacking random people with no reason. And I can make this promise right now. I'm walking into Cleveland, Ohio this Saturday. I'm going to destroy you, and after I'm done with you, you're going back to catering. While I'm getting the World Heavyweight Championship. I hope you have figured out what you're going to do to me this Saturday. Because whatever you got in mind is not going to work. Because everyone will acknowledge me as the winner on Saturday night. And Ron Killings, you will have no choice after this Saturday but to acknowledge me. So Roman Reigns, of course, is making a promise that he's looking to walk into Cleveland, Ohio this Saturday at SummerSlam with a fight against R-Truth. Has question is, can Roman get his revenge on R-Truth after what R-Truth started 2 weeks ago? Or will R-Truth upset Roman Reigns? We're going to find out this Saturday at SummerSlam. But now, let's take a look what else we have here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And of course, here are the rundowns for the remainder of tonight's Monday Night Raw. As of course, Solo Oka will take on Roxanne Perez in a Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match, where the winner will challenge Kiana James for the Women's Intercontinental Championship this Saturday at SummerSlam. Who will be advancing to Saturday night? We're going to find out later on tonight here on Raw. Also later on tonight, World Heavyweight Champion Sami Zayn and his SummerSlam opponent John Cena are going to be in the building in a final face-to-face 5 days before their championship showdown. What does these two have to say to each other? We're going to find out later on here tonight on Monday Night Raw. But coming up next, Giulia makes her Raw debut as she will face Women's Intercontinental Champion Kiana James. Can Giulia be prepared for Stephanie McMahon this Saturday at SummerSlam, or will Stephanie McMahon get involved? We're going to find out as Giulia will make her Raw in-ring debut up next here on Raw. As we're now getting ready for Giulia's Raw in-ring debut. And of course she will be facing Stephanie McMahon for the Women's World Championship this Saturday at SummerSlam. And of course I bet Stephanie McMahon is in the building here. I mean, could she get the upper hand 5 days before the title match? I don't know. And who do you think will be walking away with the victory this Saturday? Giulia? Or Stephanie McMahon? And it goes out next. It's our opponent tonight in the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Stephanie McMahon. As crowd is chanting Giulia here tonight. This is our first Monday Night Raw match. Match begins. Giulia, Kiana James. This is Giulia's first match here in WWE. And it takes place on the Raw before SummerSlam. Close line by Giulia. I guess Keanu James will have an opponent sorted out by the end of the night. It all depends who wins the solo worker versus Roxanne Parade's match later tonight. As Gully is on top. Well, I bet Keanu James does not care about what Gully wants him to do. Big boot there by Gully. Gully is looking to try again. Oh, that was a horrible timing. And now Keanu James committed the triers of a victory here. Kick out. Gully is heading to the middle rope. Middle rope drop kick there. Gully. How about that, Mike? Gully. Oh, Keanu James. I got to turn around. Ah. Gully shutting down Keanu James' little celebration. We've also done by Gully. Been a hard fought match here between her and Keanu James here on Raw tonight. We've also done by Keanu James, by the way. No. Kick out. As Gully gets back to her feet. Hakawana now. Oh, I think that may have cut Keanu James open. Uh-oh. Oh, that ends in a draw as Golden Savior didn't go right. Jenna James, you may have spent most of your title reign in the Zelina Vega vortex. Because I think we're all over with you as champion. I mean, you winning the title in Scotland was a pretty good moment, but of course, they've done nothing with you. And of course, I will become the next Women's Intercontinental Champion. But before I get there, I gotta go through step 1, which is beating Roxanne Perez tonight. And I will beat Roxanne, I will head to Cleveland, and I will become your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. So Solo Walker is looking to make a promise to become the next Women's Intercontinental Champion. But before she does that, she's got to get through Roxanne Perez in the #1 contenders match on Raw here tonight. As can she complete her plan, or will the plan all be a failure? We're going to find out as Solo Walker will face Roxanne Perez in the #1 contenders match later tonight here on Raw. And of course, before we get to Solo Walker versus Roxanne Perez in the #1 contenders match, we got Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest. And of course, they've still been looking to bounce back after they lost the Fatal 4-Way elimination match 4 weeks ago for Saturday Night Main Event, July 19th World Heavyweight Championship opponent for Sami Zayn. And of course, Damian Priest wrestled AJ on Raw 2 weeks ago. And tonight, he's going up against Bronson Reed. And of course, what is on Bronson Reed's mind as he's, well, you can tell through his mind, he doesn't care who is the World Heavyweight Champion after SummerSlam, because he's willing to get that shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. So it's this man he is facing here tonight, and that is Damian Priest. And of course, who you got winning? Damian Priest or Bronson Reed? Well, let's get into this match. As of course, still to come here, we got Damian Priest. As of course, after this match, we got Solo Walker versus Roxanne Perez in the Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match. And then you got John Cena, Sami Zayn, final face-to-face before SummerSlam. And of course, we have a massive week of plush content here. And of course, tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, SuperAJStylesNick plush gameplay. Friday, game night. And then of course, Saturday will be a normal plush video. Only days we're not working on when it comes to plush videos is Thursday and Sunday. And I hope you're all excited. As back to the match itself as Bronson got back to the ring. What is Damian Priest thinking? We're battled out by Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed missed. Kick out there. That's Bronson Reed bringing it to Damian Priest. Damian Priest reverses. As they are now training blows. Damian Priest going for the pin. Kick out. Fight for a chance here tonight. As we're getting to 3. And of course, Damian Priest. And what is Damian Priest figuring that now? He's going on top. Damian Priest pretty much telling Bronson Reed to get up. Cross body maneuver there by Damian Priest. What can he be figuring out? Uh-oh! South of Heavens time! South of Heavens to Bronson Reed! Here you go for the pin. Damian Priest gets the victory here on Monday Night Raw tonight. Good match between both guys. And of course, could Damian Priest be looking to get himself into the World Heavyweight Championship sooner rather than later? I don't know. Nonetheless, good match here between both guys. As of course, Damian Priest stands tall with a win over Bronson Reed. As could we be looking at Priest even competing for the World Heavyweight Championship or the Intercontinental Champion? Only time can tell. Well, we are now switching gears, folks, as coming up next, Solo Mocha will take on Roxanne Perez in a #1 contenders match. The winner will face Kiana James this Saturday for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. Who will be advancing to Cleveland, Ohio this Saturday? We're going to find out up next here on Raw. The next time we're going to be on Premier Live event on YouTube will be SummerSlam, as it will come to your way on August 9th on YouTube, as you do not want to miss the biggest party of the summer going down on August 9th, as SummerSlam comes your way on YouTube on August 9th. As we're back here on Monday Night Raw, as Solo Walker and Roxanne are in the ring, as they're now wrestling in the #1 contenders match, as, slap to the face! Referee's trying to break up Solo Walker. Match begins! Solo Walker's angry now. Walks to the prize is trying to shut all of Solo Walker's rage. As Roxanne Perez is getting the best out of Solo Walker on Raw so far. Body slam down by Roxanne Perez. Here we go for the pin. Kick out. Solo going for the pin. Kick out. Walks up with a reversal there. Super kick connects. Another super kick connects. Solo Walker heading to the middle rope. Solo Walker thinking about going to the top. And so far, Solo Walker's trying to get her get back. Reversal down by Roxanne Perez. Over there by Roxanne Perez. Roxanne with a reversal there. No reversal. This is back-to-back reversals there for Solo Walker. Suicide dive there by Solo Walker. Guys, tonight's result has been Andrade's defeated Sheamus. Goulia's Raw debut went into a double countout. Davey Priest defeated Bronson Reed, and now we're in our Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match. As that was a horrible timing there, considering Roxanne was out of range. Roxanne looking to try and get the countout victory. Super kick done by Solo Walker. Solo Slasher connects. Will this be enough to get Solo Walker to the Saturday to wrestle for the Women's Intercontinental? Nope. Gonna have to take more than that. Drop kick off the apron. Walks in, beating the hell out of Solo Walker at ringside. Because Roxanne really wants that Intercontinental title shot. Although, let's face it, she hasn't really been in anything important since her days going after the Women's World title over on SmackDown, when Roxanne was fighting Becky Lynch in 2023, when Becky was the SmackDown Women's Champion. Back-to-back reversal there for Roxanne Perez and Solo Worker. Because Roxanne hasn't really been in anything important since her days with feuding with Becky Lynch over on SmackDown last 2 years ago for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Because ever since then, Roxanne hasn't really been in anything big. Solo Worker trying to keep Roxanne down as much as she could. This could be the beginning of the end for Roxanne Perez. Here we go for the pin. Will this be enough to make Solo Worker the #1 contender? No! Well, that was a horrible time. That was a horrible one. That is an absolute horrible solo watcher right there. But nonetheless, Solo Worker is the #1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Because Roxanne may have dominated majority of this match, but at the end, Solo Worker is now the #1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship for SummerSlam this Saturday. Will Solo Worker win her first championship in WWE after debuting 5 months ago? Or will Kiana James get the best out of Solo Worker? We're going to have to wait till this Saturday at SummerSlam. Good match here between her and Roxanne Perez here on Raw tonight. Things may have not well for the Women's Intercontinental Champion as her match with Gulia went into a double countout. While Solo Worker probably has more chances of walking out as the new Intercontinental Champion. We're going to have to wait until this Saturday. Nonetheless, Solo Worker gets the win. Good match between her and Roxanne Perez. As can Solo Worker win her first championship in WWE? We're going to have to wait and see this Saturday at SummerSlam. Solo Worker gets the win here on Raw tonight over Roxanne Perez. As coming up next here on Raw, the moment has arrived that everyone's been waiting all night, and that is the final face-to-face between World Heavyweight Champion Sami Zayn and his SummerSlam opponent in John Cena. What will these two say to each other days before their World Heavyweight Championship showdown at SummerSlam? We're going to find out up next here on Raw.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by
And it is now time for the final face-to-face between Sami Zayn and John Cena. Which of course right now, as things stands, it is going to be the main event of SummerSlam this Saturday. And of course, what is Sami Zayn going to say about John Cena in their face-to-face here tonight? And of course, do keep in mind though, Sami Zayn has been World Heavyweight Champion for 4 months, has been World Heavyweight Champion for 5 months. Will he get through his 5th month as champion? Will he get through this month as champion, or will this reign come to an end this Saturday? And of course, out of all the competitors he's gone through, names like Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, and now all that could be coming crashing down this Saturday at SummerSlam, unless he wants to upset John Cena. Speaking of John Cena, there he is now. As, oh boy, he's getting booed here tonight in Washington, D.C. You can tell the fans does not want to see John Cena as the new World Heavyweight Champion after this Saturday. As he's getting booed harder. As of course, what does John Cena and Sami Zayn have to say to each other days before the World Heavyweight Championship match? Let's find out. This is going to be another SummerSlam and my first title match at SummerSlam since 2023. I know just as well as I know just as well as anybody right here now knows that you can get lost in all the noise, all these voice should listen to. And this Saturday will be the night that I will become World Heavyweight Champion for the first time in a long time. You may have had an enjoyable ride as champion, going through guys like Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre, but a new era will begin with me as the new World Heavyweight Champion. And I mean, we all know that what will you have under your tactics to beat a man who knows he's going to die? What I'm going to do, because I will stick to my plan about what I'm thinking about doing, and that is of course ruining wrestling. Because pretty soon after I'm done taking the belt off of you, I'm going to rebuild this company in my way. And wrestling will start over again. And pretty soon, you'll be back to where you were before you became World Heavyweight Champion. And that is in the mid-card title scene. All these people were on your side because they see you when you were in the WWE, when you started off in NXT, and people saying, oh, Sami has the potential to be the future face of the company. He has the potential to be the future world champion. And Lord behold, and they were still on your side when you got to the big leagues, which is the main roster. So, all the way till you won this year's Royal Rumble, and then you became World Heavyweight Champion. Well, I mean, of course, I've been in the bad graces with the fans throughout the last few years when they say, Cena sucks, and then voicing their frustrations against me, whether I'm having creative say or not. Because crowd chant Cena sucks. And of course, as you may have had some tactics to get to the big leagues, but this Saturday, it will finally become heavy for you to hold. You will lose. You will lose because you care about them. People don't want to see you lose because everyone loves getting your stuff, like your action figures, your shirts, your merch, and all this other nonsense. Well, they did the same thing to me. And I was turned on because I was overexposed. And I was in the main event scene. We came here tonight because we want to settle this in a final face-to-face before this Saturday, when I won that one-on-one match against AJ Styles at Money in the Bank. I knew it would be impossible to beat you in a match at SummerSlam. And then in one moment, you changed all of that. You changed all of that when you offered me a handshake, only for me to debunk that handshake just to kick you in the nuts. And from that moment, I kicked you in the nuts. This has proven to you that this Saturday, you are not standing a chance at walking out of Cleveland as still the World Heavyweight Champion. And because the reason why there's noise is because everyone knows what we are talking about heading into the title match on Saturday. And that, of course, you can come up with strategies all you want about beating me this Saturday, but you are going to have to choose. Do you do what they think is right? Or do you win? And Sammy, you may be the underdog, driven, tough, and humbled. You say you wear this civil suit because you want to be somebody. Yeah. Of course, you are in the good graces with the fans because you have the wrestling ability that proves that the fans want to see you in the big leagues, which is the main event and the World Championship right now here in WWE. But I'm going to change all that come Saturday when I'm going to make you into a somebody. Somebody who finally realizes that to become a winner, you have served ties with all the losers in your life within the last couple of years in your WWE stint. Or somebody who had a chance to be a real winner and blew it, and in that very moment you will realize that you are not the face of the company, you are not the captain, you're not who the fans sees in you. You are still just a kid in a man's civil suit. Well, you're still just a kid who is in a man's world who doesn't have the balls. So what is your comeback going to be? Okay, John, the noise, and you always have something to say, right? This crowd, how they feel about you coming out of Money in the Bank. This is who you fight for. This matters to you more so than anything. Well, when you said on your first night and on Raw after you turned heel that you want to ruin wrestling, huh? But of course, right here tonight in Washington, D.C., we're talking about SummerSlam. So let me ask you a question, John. Do you know his name? The one who handled you the microphone. You know his name? No. You don't know his name either, do you? And I'd rather, if you walk backstage, you don't know any of those people either. This is a different WWE, Cedar. When this was your WWE, of course, you would be in the big spotlights. You would be in prominent spotlights. You would be in some big time matches. And everything along those lines, and you were world champion a lot of times, and because people say you buried talent. Well, guess what? Everyone knows when you were in the WWE that you are overweighted, you are overbearing, And most importantly, you're out of time and you're out of touch. And I'm going to make this promise right now that you will not be walking out of Cleveland this Saturday as the World Heavyweight Champion. Because of course we have more surfaces to scratch. And of course we got a lot of innings to set up throughout my title reign. And by God, John Cena, it is 2025. And of course you've proven to the fans that you're still just as hated than what you were many years ago. So what are you going to do? Because we all know, everybody knows, that you are not walking out this Saturday as the World's Heavyweight Champion. I mean, if you want the preview of what's to come this Saturday, I'll give you one right now. Oh! John Cena! Going for the attitude adjustment! Attitude adjustment! Attitude adjustment! To Sami Zayn. And of course, could this be the sign of a new World Heavyweight Champion after this Saturday? We're going to have to find out, as ladies and gentlemen. Good night, everybody!